what period poverty meant for me was um, when I was using a pad, when I was on my period using a pad and it was time for me to change it, I would go to the bathroom, and a lot of the time, um, I wouldn't change it even though it was time for me to change it because that just meant I would have less of them. So instead, what I would do is I remember I would take toilet paper and I would blot um, my pad.
I wasn't able to get my pads because they were so expensive. At that time, I wasn't financially stable. So it was really hard for me to get resources to try to get some pads. I finally found of Nourishing Hope. They gave me a few pads. They helped me with some food. You know, it's great. But it's definitely something that I wouldn't want any woman going through because it's something so natural that your body does. So it's like we shouldn't have to be um, thinking about whether we want to buy pads or something to eat.
Yeah, it was a struggle between figuring out the times when I was homeless or jobless, like with the little money that I had, was I going to get products, sanitary products, or was I going to eat?
It's, am I going to react a different way to whatever products that I'm used to or the cheapest products at that point? And then I make a choice if, because I'm really sensitive to things. And so if I need, higher quality stuff or fully organic stuff, am I going to pay that difference for it? And this was something in college and it hadn't come out yet, but do I make and pay that difference, or is it going to be, can I get to work, or will I end up walking? Like that, those couple dollars used to make a big difference.
And it was scary. I did have to think about it like a few times before I went because I'm just like, they're gonna judge me or they're gonna, it's scary. It's scary. And to this day though, like I just feel like it is scary, but you can do it because you need it. Sometimes it's okay to ask for help.
I think it was a bigger thing than I expected it to be. I never thought I would have to deal with it on the scale of being a man with a period. So that was another layer of doing it by myself, especially because I didn't have any other people like me around. I didn't have a community like.
Or sometimes even at work, I used to work at Planned Parenthood and they had pads there. So I would just, be like to my manager, hey, I need some pads. Is it cool if I take 10?
Had like an upbringing where my parents made sure I had everything I needed, but I think it's more about like what kind of products I had access to. Um, the general trend is like, oh, like if something is more clean, it's usually more expensive. And for period products, we don't know what's in them a lot of times. And when we do, it's like, oh, like should that be in there?
A lot of it was self discovery in comparison to my peers that are there. And that I think is one of the biggest things that leads also to period poverty, because it's the lack of knowledge, it's the ignorance that comes around it, and you're not given everything else. All the stigmas are given to you, societal norms and expectations are, but like what to do is not given you.